What's up everybody, beau-hindman back with the video. This time I'm looking at another armored puppet. Seems to be a very popular little toy that's going around the internet. This time I'm taking a look at the armored puppet RYUEN. Number 57 is the toy manufacturer. These are also made by, I think they're co-made by somebody, I can't remember who, but there's another company. Anyway, I get mine on, sorry for all the rattling there, I got all the extra parts in here, I'll show you in a minute. I get mine in the, on Big Bad Toy Store, so be sure you look for number 57. It's a 1/24 scale, so they do actually match, I'll show you here. They do actually match the the figures from Hexagear, so they're both 1/24 scale, I believe. So really good news there. That means you can kind of mix and match them a little bit if you want to. You can kind of use them with each other. The materials are different. The instruction manual here is cool as usual. It's got, you know, shows you all the basic stuff, and I'll go over all of that kind of thing. Now you don't get this many with the kit, but I'll show you. And also it's important to note that at the end of this video I am doing a giveaway of a battle type. A battle type I've covered before. They look really cool. They're more of a, you know, different type armor that's meant more for combat stuff. It's brand new. I had an extra one. I ordered one, and while I already had one I forgot, and so I'm going to be giving that away. Check the end of the video for that. Details on that. But this is the RYUEN. Basically with the armored puppet you're getting a base inner frame. You're getting the robot parts that you see inside there, the gray parts, and each one can be slotted with different types of armor. Essentially it's one kind of frame, and in that frame you're going to just kind of match up different types of bits to make it a different kind of robot. So the good news there is that you can buy several of these and mix and match all you want, but they are essentially the same. So once you have one, the only difference between others overall, other than some little parts like the feet and stuff, is the armor that you swap out. So in that way, it's not a super fun build. You're building the basic same kit every time, but I do find that there are some really neat differences in some of the armor bits, and it makes for a really, it's interesting to see how they're you know, applying armor bits to make them look like almost completely different bots. They're really posable except for some of the armor, but a lot of the armor you can move out of the way and really just kind of put in there. I love the 1/24 size. As a matter of fact, 1/24 is probably my favorite scale now, mostly because it just doesn't take up a ton of room on the shelf. If you only collected this size of, let's say, these along with the Hexagear people, you would have tons of shelf space left. And I love anything that shows off engineering on a small scale. That's kind of the whole point. Lately I've been looking at different toys to get into. Oops, sometimes those do happen. That does happen. I've been looking to get into some different toy lines and stuff, but some of them are just so large, they take up so much room that I've reconsidered. This is kind of a good point because a piece of the armor fell off. You literally just slot it in like that. So you would just break it, or I'm sorry, snap it off, and then snap it in there. If I could see it like that, it holds itself in there with tension. It can fall out relatively easy, some of the parts, so as you're messing with it, you might find some of these ball and hole joints there kind of just, you know, they just kind of pop out, but that's not a bad thing. Let me grab another one, and I'm going to show you some of the features. So this is probably my favorite one. This is the kind of industrial type. You actually have two of these arms, these kind of lifter arms that you can put, but I left one off to kind of show off the difference here. So as you can see, they're completely the same inner frame. Everything inside is the same. But when you put all the armor on and give it a different functionality, it does look like a completely different kit altogether. So that's neat. The colors are different, but if I wanted to, I could pull this arm off, put it on that one. I could do swap heads and stuff. So that makes it a really good deal. I want to get probably 3 or 4 of these industrial types and make like a little factory scene. I think that would be fun. But they're just really fun to play with. You can pull all these little parts off really easy. Let me see if I can do it without breaking it. Also, I'm looking through my phone screen to do this, and sometimes it's a little bit hard. So you get everything's held on there just by tension, as you can see. but you can see that the base arm is the same, and it just has a different shoulder. What's funny is as you see the different kinds of armor on this, some of the parts make the same, since they're the same frame, sometimes the armor will make the inner frame even look a little bit different. It's kind of an illusion. You're going, oh no, the inner frame is different there, but it's the same thing. So it's just kind of funny. My only complaint is I wish that instead of just adding more armor to make it look more like different humanoid type of fighters, like this is kind of a I don't know what you would call this, maybe samurai-ish. I'm not sure what this type of armor would be called. I have another one that's kind of ninja-like or whatever. I wish they would go for more and more kind of robot-y looking stuff like this. Maybe make an additional part here that you can give it 4 legs or better backpacks or add-ons, different heads. Instead of necessarily going for a sleek design like this, I'd rather it go with more. My favorite type of kit is less humanoid looking and more robotic looking. That's why I'm buying little robots in the first place. For example, this line also has what could be described as a feminine shaped one, like almost a maid outfit, and I didn't like it at all because, you know, it didn't look like a robot much. It looked like a toy being made to look like a humanoid, if that makes sense. And with every one of them, you do get these cool little bases here. Have you seen my other videos on them? They all come with a free base. As everybody knows that watches me, a base is the best way. It's the way into my heart, if you know what I mean, because this means I can just set it on the shelf, and not only is it a place to kind of display it, but this can be used for other stuff. It can be used with the hexagear stuff. All of this is a certain scale. It is really just a generic, you could use that with transformers, you could use it with whatever, but also it holds the robot, it gives the robot a guaranteed flat and stable area to sit or stand or be displayed, and you can combine them all together. You can snap them together like that. You can put 3 or 4 or 5 in a row. So that's just brilliant. So the stand along with the kit, for the price you're paying, it's not cheap, but it's a really good deal because you also get a lot of other plastic. Let me show you that in the box here. You're getting all this. I just finished this today, and that's all the extra little stuff that you're getting that I could have probably get 2 of these style. I think those are hats or some kind of weapon. I didn't find it. You get all these different kind of guns and stuff. You get additional parts for building, for snapping together the bases. So you get all this additional plastic. And so that means now that I've built what I've owned 4 or 5 of these, I buy them as they come out. This is my box of additional plastic parts that I have from all of them, and including Smokey. You might have seen my review with the Ninja one. It has this Smokey armor in there. So you just get all this cool stuff, and it feels more like you're buying a Lego kind of set in the way that you're kind of investing in an IP, a series of kits that are all one universal type of system. So it's really a fantastic deal. As I said, they can pose really cool. They're almost remind me of one of those toys you buy that are just you pose them just to help you draw certain poses, certain human poses, you know what I mean? And you could kind of use this in a similar way. It can do all sorts of crazy fun stuff. So if you're into posing and playing with them like that, that's cool. I'm not really sure what kind of stand you'd use on this, like a little grabby stand, like a Gundam stand or whatever would work. I'm not really sure if that's something you can do, but still, fantastic kits for just a lot of fun. So that's just a quick review of this, and it's kind of the same as the other ones. It looks similar, has a similar feel, but the new armor, it just gives you more options. I mean, imagine mix and matching those guys. I mean, and then you've got all the different colors and stuff. Not only that, but you can of course paint these. They would take to paint like crazy. You got 3 or 4 different heads. So let's get to the real reason most of you here, which is the giveaway on this. So this video will come out tomorrow, Thursday the 20th, I believe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get everybody a week to, you have to subscribe to my channel, and then you have to leave a comment on this particular video that you're watching right now on why you want this Battle Type 5, number 57, Armored Puppet, and I will choose a comment, choose my favorite comment, so make it witty or funny or heartfelt or whatever, and I will send this to you, but you have to live in the United States somewhere. I'm not going to mail this to you know, Australia or anything like that. It's going to be US residents only. but you have until midnight on the 27th of this month, May, at midnight Central Time, whatever that is, and I will pick a comment. So please do that, because I want to give this away so somebody else can enjoy it. I really like this kind a lot, but I didn't want two of the battle types. I have another industrial type coming, and the battle type is really cool. I'll link my video for that review here in this video, at the end of this video. So if you want that, leave a comment on why you want it, and if I pick you, I'll contact you through YouTube, or I'll put the winner on my next video, and you can watch that video for the winner as well. So make sure you check your messages here on YouTube, so I can send you a message. But pretty cool. I really enjoy this 57, the armored puppet line. I'm sorry, I just woke up from a nap. But I would want them to start, I don't want them to continue to go in this direction necessarily of the, you know, like, let's make humanoid or human types of weapons into a robotic looking thing. I'd rather have them do, let's keep going in the robot-y kind of range, like this or this, you know, more of like something you would see a robot do, not necessarily a toy that they're trying to make a humanoid shape with, if that makes sense. But they're still really fantastic, really fun to pose and play with. Sometimes I'll leave these on my desk and just sit there and pose them all day in running positions. And you do have to be careful about some of that, though. The armor can fall off. But it's just a fun little line. I can't wait to see the rest of what they're going to do with these. And as soon as they come out, I'll buy them. So keep it up. Anyway, have a good day, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.